How did we get here? And where are we going? CeeDee Lamb got paid. We knew he was going to get paid. We knew that he would get paid before the season started. I thought it was a non-story because all of these wide receivers are getting paid. The question is, he's not going to get Justin Jefferson money. Is he going to get maybe just a little bit less? So we're here in the low 30s to maybe mid 30s. And at what point do we get to $40 million for a wide receiver? I remember talking about T.J. Watt and how important it was that he was going to be the first defensive player to get $30 million in a season. Now, Micah Parsons, who knows what he's going to get? And if you're looking at the most important positions, obviously it's quarterback, and then we could have a debate on edge rusher or wide receiver. Wide receivers are getting paid. You still have Jamar Chase who's out there, and I don't know if Jamar Chase is going, I should be paid more than Justin Jefferson. Now, he's probably going to ask for more than that. I'm sure CeeDee Lamb asked for more than that. But you eventually get around to this is where you're slotted. And I remember when A.J. Brown signed his deal, and I thought, if I'm Jerry Jones, I say to CeeDee Lamb, I'm going to give you a little bit more than A.J. Brown. Now, I don't know if CeeDee Lamb would have said, okay, or his agent would have said. It felt like the longer this went, the more receivers who were signed, the more expensive it was going to be for CeeDee Lamb. Now, you're going to get this conversation today. What does CeeDee Lamb's signing mean for Dak Prescott? I don't think they're related, other than they play for the same team. I don't think Dak Prescott signs a deal. If I'm Dak Prescott, I wouldn't sign a deal. Because if the Cowboys don't, like at this point, the Cowboys know Dak is their future or he's not. It's not one of those, I don't know, let's see him play another season. If I'm Dak Prescott, you probably say, I've done everything I can do. Like I'm playing at a pretty high level. I was an MVP. Now, you can counter that by saying, but what do you do in the postseason? And that's fair. But if he doesn't re-sign with the Cowboys or he goes out to the open market, he's going to get paid. Because look at the quarterbacks who are going to be available. Look at the quarterbacks in this year's draft. There's nobody where you go, got to get him. Now, we had a few of them in this draft, but next year, and at least right now, I don't know if somebody goes, Quinn Ewers, now you want them on that rookie deal. But as far as quarterbacks are, Kirk Cousins got paid by Atlanta. And then they drafted a quarterback. He will find a taker. Maybe it's the Raiders, a team like that. But he's going to get paid, whether it's with the Cowboys or not. But the longer they wait. Now, there's no other quarterbacks who are going to be signed, before the start of the season. Everybody is all signed up. So he knows sort of where he's going to get paid. He knows that sweet spot, and if the Cowboys don't pay him, somebody else will. But if I'm Dak Prescott, I have to bet on myself again, and it certainly helps that you have CeeDee Lamb there. That'll make it a whole lot easier. If CeeDee Lamb wasn't there, and if I'm Dak Prescott, I'm like, it'd be nice if we had him. You knew eventually he was going to get in camp. Now the question is he going to be ready to go? This is where you get those soft tissue injuries where they're just nagging. Is he going to be able to play? Is he going to be limited first couple of games there? But CeeDee Lamb got paid. I'm not surprised. He's a wonderful player, and you could make a case he's the best receiver in football. And with Dak Prescott as his quarterback as opposed to Sam Darnold with Justin Jefferson, that might be the best combo platter that we have in the NFL. All right, what else do you have there, Seton?
Well, we're looking at the sort of explosion of wide receiver contracts.
Yes.
More valuable to your team, wide receiver, or do we put an edge rusher, defensive end?
Okay, who's more valuable for the Cowboys? Let's just start there with Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb. Who's more valuable? You could have a really good argument there because they're both impactful. CeeDee Lamb had crazy numbers last year. Micah Parsons, I don't know what his sack total was, but if I put sack total and hurries in there, what kind of numbers does that compare to Max Crosby or T.J. Watt or throw out whoever? Man, feels like it's the wide receiver. Now, like it's 20, when Tyreek Hill got paid, and I thought, wow, that's $28 million for a receiver. And then all of a sudden, people started jumping past that, and then I was told by somebody affiliated with the Dolphins, they're like, oh, Tyreek's going to wait till everybody's done, and then he wants to get paid more than everybody else. So it feels like there's more wide receivers getting paid than edge rushers. You know, I mean, what do we have? 5 edge rushers? Like Bosa's in there. Who am I missing from the Myles Garrett's in there? So you got 5 guys that you think of that are, boy, that guy can turn a game around, a difference maker. Yes, Marvin.
Is Chris Jones considered an edge rusher or a DT?
I just look at him as a football player.
Okay.
Like he's Aaron Donald. I got it. He's going to make plays, and he does make plays in big moments. But I would just call him a football player. He's sort of that hybrid. What do you need me to do? And then he'll end up doing it.